The 72 spirits of the Goetia are actually the 36 decans of astrology.
Number 48, Picatrix, the Latin version of the Guide al-Hakim, edited by David Pingree, London, Warburg Institute, 1986. The Picatrix is at this writing unavailable in English. It has a section that bears a structural similarity to the Goetia, characterizing the magical influences of the 7 planets in the 36 zodiacal decans, each with associated descriptive images. The Goetia characterizes the decans as personified spirits and doubles the number to 72 by allowing a spirit for day and night.
Now, real quick, the Picatrix is the oldest grimoire to be produced in Europe. It actually wasn't produced in Europe. It just was translated into Latin in 1250 CE. But it originally was an Arabic grimoire entitled the Guide al-Hakim, which translates to the destination of the sage or the path to wisdom. The Picatrix is a grimoire on astronomy, astrology, alchemy, and magic. And again, it utilizes the 36 decans of astrology. Now, the concept of the decans originates from ancient Egyptian astronomy, and most likely even long before that. Right. Anyway, in ancient Egyptian astronomy, the decans were a system of time measurement based on the rising of constellations and were used to divide the night into hours. These constellations were 36 star/star groups, and they were identified and associated with various deities and imbued with magical power. And the decans were also used for the purposes of theurgy, which is high magic, right? Assuming the god form. So the decans were used for the purposes of astronomy, astrology, and magic. Astronomy, the monitoring and measuring of the movements of the celestial bodies. Astrology, the influence of the movement of the celestial bodies upon man's psyche. Now, the use of the decans evolved later on through Hellenistic astrology, because remember, many of the Greeks would travel to Egypt and learn the mysteries there, right? Many Egyptians traveled to Greece as well and started mystery schools there as well, right? Many of the Greeks traveled, learned the mysteries there, went and started their own mystery schools, all right? So the use of the decans evolved further through Hellenistic astrology. The way we use the decans today in astrology is they're a means to divide the 360 degrees of the ecliptic into 36 parts. And this is done by dividing each zodiacal sign into 3 10-degree sections or 3 10-day periods.
Now, here's an example, right, of how each sign is divided into 3 10-degree sections, right? And it's based off the 7 planets of ancient astrology, right? So in Aries would be Mars, Sun, and Venus, right? So these are the decans. This is first decan, second decan, and third decan. Taurus, first decan, second decan, third decan. Gemini, right? First decan, second decan, third decan.
Now, this is a means to give a more fuller interpretation of each sign. Now, you notice how the decans are organized, right, according to the 7 planets of ancient astrology.
Do you think that it is a fucking coincidence that the Goetic spirits are organized according to the 7 precious metals, right, which also correspond to the 7 planets? Now, real quick, right, you notice that the seal in copper and silver alike are for the earls, right? But notice here, seal of earls should be made in iron.
Because if I'm not mistaken, I believe iron corresponds to Mars. And if I'm wrong on that, someone correct me in the comments. Do you think that it's a coincidence that the Goetic spirits are organized very similarly to the way the decans are organized? Now, remember how I said how the decans were originally used to divide the night hours, right, by the ancient Egyptians, and that their use was further developed by Hellenistic astrology. Hellenistic is Greek shit. That's Greco-Roman. Now do you understand why the term daemon or daimon not only translates to lesser god, but also translates to divider? It also translates to an unknown superfactor, which could be benevolent, hostile, wrathful, aggressive, or malevolent. Now, there's a whole history behind how these beings become viewed as evil or demons. The furthest history that a lot of people give you about them is Johann Woyer's False Monarchy of Demons. But if you read Michelle Bellinger's Dictionary of Demons, in the intro she mentions that there's evidence of their usage, the 72 spirits of Goetia, long before even the production of the Dragon Rouge, the Grand Grimoire or the Red Dragon. And that was produced, there's different dates they say that was produced, like 1521, 1522. Another date says 1421. Now, Michelle Bellinger briefly mentions the Picatrix, but she admits that she has not gone into the Arabic grimoires. So she briefly, she's right there to put this together, but she hasn't gone. She says that the Picatrix is just a grimoire, as I mentioned to you guys, right, on astrology, right, alchemy, right, and magic. But she mentions that it's just about, working with the 36 decans of astrology. But I think she doesn't make the connection because, right, she hasn't gone into the Arabic material because she mentions that she can't speak Arabic and she can't read or write in it. And so because of that, she can't translate that material. But that shit is important to get into. It's foundational. Look, I'm going to be honest, right? I've been sitting here, I've been quiet and just practicing and learning. But I haven't really been putting out much content because I noticed a lot of you guys don't really want to learn. You don't want to learn this shit for real. Because if you really were you were serious, man, you would get into the foundational shit. Many of you are reluctant to get into certain areas of study or practice because of your preconceived notions or your biases or your ignorance. I'm going to be honest, I haven't heard anyone on here talk about this. And perhaps maybe someone has talked about it in the past and I've missed it. But I haven't heard anyone mention this. And what that tells me, right, also based on just me listening to a lot of you guys, it tells me that a lot of you guys don't get into the foundational shit, which lets me know that, your foundation is fucking shaky, right? Because again, perhaps maybe someone did talk about this, right? Maybe some of you did spot this and talk about this in the past and I missed it. But I've been on here for a little bit, right? Since 2021, and I haven't heard anybody talk about this. And so maybe some of you talk about this, right, in some of your courses, maybe. If you're not, man, you got to work on your foundation. If you're going to do magic seriously, this shit takes work, especially many of you that, you want to be left hand. It's not what you think, this shit is, man, I'm going to do another video. Truth is, a lot of you are not going to listen to me anyway, to be honest, because a lot of you think that you already know what you're doing. You think you have it figured out. A lot of you are too arrogant to see how naive you are, how easy it is. And you could stumble off the path, how easy it is you could lose your way, how easy it is to be misled. A lot of you don't want to learn. You don't really want to do magic. You don't really want to walk the left-hand path, a lot of you. To walk the left-hand path is to do what hasn't been done. It's to be different, unique. It's about altering the pattern, creating something new, creating your own magical system, developing your own magical philosophy. To be of the left-hand path is the easiest way to give you an example is to be the avant-garde artist. That's not easy to do. It's not simple. It takes a fucking genius. Truth is, genius is often unrecognized. Genius is oftentimes completely unrecognized. Right? Geniuses, they live their entire lives being fucking ignored and not seen, right? And their work, their contribution is usually not appreciated until long after they're fucking gone. That's just the way that it is. I sit on here and I just want to talk about magic. I try to offer my services, right, to other people who are on the path, right, who want to learn how to do this or who say they want to learn how to do this. And I just watch as, man, you guys give your money to people who apparently, allegedly are fucking taking your money, fucking stealing from you. Apparently, allegedly, you guys are giving your money to fucking people who offer to teach you guys shit and to offer you guys services, magical services, and they're fucking burning you guys. Man, I saw the video, man. You guys were giving this person hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I watch as you guys fucking, participate in drama, and watch the drama and feed it. All that shit found a home here because you guys was looking for it. Like I said, you was already looking to make a purchase. You was already looking to buy. Go back to that video when I said that. This app is probably going to shut down in the next couple of days. We had an opportunity to take this magic shit to whole new heights. We could have did something here. I'm talking about left-hand path witch talk community. If you're going to practice magic seriously, you got to love this shit because it comes with suffering. It comes with hardship, with strife. It's not what a lot of you think it is. It's so easy to slip off the path and lose your way. I may do another video. I don't know. Most of you not going to watch this anyway, man. You probably stop watching after 2 minutes.
Sick of this fucking head.